Today we're starting test-driven development (TDD) using QUnit and JavaScript. If you're wondering what a test-driven development is, it is a software development paradigm where you write test first and expect that to fail, which is pretty obvious as you haven't implemented the functionality yet. Then you actually write code and build your features to let your test pass. It feels weird to write code first, but as you start building a bunch of tests, it becomes very easy to refactor your existing code, as there's no fear of breaking your app. As soon as you're trying to break something, your tests are going to stop you doing that. Alright, to set up QUnit, get it installed in your project using npm install. By the way, we are adding test for Node because we are learning the basics, but make sure to watch the full video as we will be writing test for browsers as well. My QUnit package has been downloaded and installed, so let's create a new test file, test.js, and a source file where we want to export a function called add. Add function is going to return the sum of two numbers, but we're leaving the function as blank because we are doing TDD. So let's write our test. First, we need to import the add function. We need to declare a module so that we can organize our tests. Then we can write our test function with the test name add. And we get an assert object, which is used to check if our code and the test is working as expected or not. We're going to use assert.equal to test our add function with the test data as 2 and 3 and expect our function to return 5. Now remember the TDD principles? It should fail at first, and it is failing as expected. Next phase of TDD is implement the functionality to pass the tests. So update our code in our source file to complete the add function and run the tests again. Now the tests are passing. The third phase is refactor, which is a continuous process as you will be refactoring your code many times in the future. Here we are refactoring the variable names, and then if I run the test again, they will pass. So in future, if you touch your existing code, it will be difficult to break anything because your test will fail. This is quite useful, right? Before adding test for the browser, why don't you like this video and motivate me a little to make more videos like this? Alright, we're gonna write QUnit for the browser. For that you need a HTML page to show the test results. Here I have a simple page and we have to load QUnit CSS and JS files. In QUnit website, copy paste the JS and CSS file link and also add these two divs where QUnit is going to show you the results. Now if I load the HTML page in browser, I can see the test report page, which is empty because we haven't written any test yet. So next we're going to write our tests. I'm writing inside inline script tag, but if you have a large number of tests, then you can write your test in separate JS files and load them in the HTML page using script tags. Test code is similar to what we wrote for node.js. We have a module named myModule and test named test. We get an assert object. The test will always pass just for checking if everything is working fine, and if I fail the test, it shows details like what is expected and what is the actual result. If I find any test failure, I always like to put a debugger and run the test again. Then you can easily debug our test with browser debugger. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below and I'd be happy to answer them.